product, and I really struggled with my weight all through my teenage years. For about 15 years, I struggled with my weight. As you can see on the pictures, on the left, I was still in primary. In the middle, I was about 9 years old. And with the black dress, I was in my early 20s. So my whole life, I'd been struggling with my weight. Until one day in 2017, God sent me two Hella angels who were running a fit camp around my neighborhood. You can switch to the next slide, please. They were running fit camps around my neighborhood, and I inquired about it, asked them how much it would cost me to join. They told me it was free, which was very nice. So I joined the fit camp only to find out that these were Herbalife independent distributors. They then introduced me to the amazing products through a 5-day eating challenge. And you know what? I was excited because the products gave me so much energy. Yes, I lost about 15 centimeters around my belly, but how I felt was what got me about the products. Because with all the diets that I had tried, I was always hungry, cranky, moody, just name it. It was never a good feeling, but Herbalife gave me the most amazing feeling. As you can see at the top left corner, the energy that I had, I think I had the highest kick in the fit camp that day. And so I knew that I bought products from somebody, so somebody's making money, and I wanted in on it. At the time, I was a student. I was working as an aftercare teacher. I was babysitting. I was tutoring. So I was always trying to find ways to make an extra income. So I asked about the business. And my sponsor, Kimberly Mavume, was a senior consultant at the time. She explained the business to me. I have no idea what she said. She also has no idea. So a tip from me is what Steve always says, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. So I was the right person. I don't know what she said, but I definitely joined. And that is me when I just got onto the business. And I think it was like a day after I attended the Herbalife opportunity meeting. And, guys, people were just crying all over the place. I felt at home because I'm also a very emotional person. And I knew that I had made the right decision. And around the time, they were talking about this big event called an extravaganza. I was sure that I didn't have to go because I'm very new, until Lawrence Swanepoel said, if you can't afford to attend the extravaganza, then you cannot afford to miss it. And he was definitely talking to me. And so I made all means to make sure that I can get myself a ticket. And I did. At the bottom left corner, that's me at my very first extravaganza. You can just imagine how excited I was to see the bigger picture. Came back, told everyone about it, and I immediately went to senior consultant, and at the bottom right, that's me getting recognized for senior consultant. And you know what? I just loved Herbalife. Next slide, please. So on the left, these are all the results that I got through Herbalife. Literally on almost every product. I've lost belly fat, I've gotten some healthy gains, I've cleared my skin, and I've improved my hair quality as well. So these products are amazing, guys. Get on the product. So 2019, everything changed for me as we unfortunately lost the house that we're renting. It got sold. We couldn't afford to buy it, and we couldn't afford to get deposit for another place. So we found ourselves in the Wendy house, living in a Wendy house, and this was a very difficult place to find ourselves. And the following month, my mother's car broke down. We could not fix it. And you know what? I found myself in a very contradictory situation. And I decided, you know what, I need to start taking my business seriously. Yes, the products are amazing, but I can also really improve my lifestyle with this business. And so I did, and I was able to, help out around the house with buying food, buying electricity, all our basic needs with the Herbalife opportunity. And mid-2019, we finally moved out of the Wendy house, and we moved into a much bigger house. 2019 of December, my mother got herself a new car, and life started to look up. Next slide, please. And yes, everything changed. February 2020, my mother got hijacked. And she's very old, at the age of 64 at the time. She was hijacked at gunpoint. And you know what? So much just went through my mind. I remember taking a picture of her in the ambulance thinking, you know what? Are we in such a risky position because we anything can happen at any time and we are just not ready for that, you know. And I knew, again, I got a wake-up call about the business. The following week, I attended a business building seminar where Junior Koza was the guest speaker. Hence, I decided to include him in my pictures. He said something that really touched me. He was like, you should not wait for things to happen for you to work. And he was definitely talking to me because every time something tragic happens, that's when I think seriously about my business. And that day I decided that I am going to put my all into this business. And little did I know that a month after that, Corona would hit the world. And unfortunately, I was one of the affected people. I got retrenched. And you know what? It doesn't show because I'm doing fairly well in my business. I'm maintaining my lifestyle that I had when I was working. People are even asking me to help them find jobs. They cannot see any sign of the fact that I lost my job. And my mother is my biggest why. She's 65. She's still going to work. And I just want her to retire. She also joined the business. She could not avoid it because I was watching all the Zoom calls with her during lockdown. So she just found herself in business and she's currently a senior consultant. And I just cannot wait for her to retire. So I have incredible guests with me today. I hope Tsukufat is here. She had a little emergency with her little one. She will be my very first guest. She's an amazing young lady. If I'm away from WhatsApp for more than 5 hours, she's the first to notice. She's an absolute gem with a heart of gold. Please, if you can unmute Tsukufat so she can come up and share her story with us. And her slide, please.
There we go. You're unmuted. Fantastic.
Hi everyone. Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, crystal clear.
Awesome. First of all, coach, I don't like you. You know I'm always nervous to go first, but okay, let's do this. My name is Tseho Kumalo, 27. I reside in Duduza in the East Rand, and I'm a mom to a 2-year-old. Very, very nervous, but my trusty assistant, I don't know if you guys can see him. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep this very short and brief, you know, like, yeah. So Herbalife found me 2018 on a Facebook post. I had just given birth, maybe like a month or two postpartum, and I wanted to lose belly fat. So this post is on some Mkaba must fall, ask me how. I'm like, yeah, good shot. I comment, how? We go to inbox with Tepi, my now sponsor. We chat, we move on to WhatsApp, we talk. And then I start seeing these status updates, and that is what reeled me into Herbalife. It wasn't her chasing after me to buy. It wasn't her like convincing me every 5 seconds. It was just the pictures on their own, you know. I saw these people and I was like, yeah, I want to be like this. And I was already a person who every single year when the year starts, this year I'm losing belly fat. This year I'm losing belly fat. It never happens, you know. And then Herbalife comes along and I'm like, I know, showcase, I'm doing this for real, I'm doing it. I'm doing it this time. It took me 2 full years to join. 2 full years of excuses. Every month, every picture that I see that draws my attention. Dude, how much are those things again? How much? Okay, fine. This month I'm joining. I'm gonna save up. Perfect. Following month, 2 full years of excuses and yeah, stories and whatsoever. What made the difference this year, and bear in mind, all I've ever done in my life is sales. Like, I matriculated 2011. 2012, I worked at Ocean Basket. I went to Jet. All I know is sales in my life, you know. And in a retail environment and in business as well. because I've tried like 5 or 6 other network marketing companies before I got to Herbalife. So the difference this year was that I started the year in a mind space of wanting to be the best that I could be in every way. I was tired of this thing that in my head I imagined myself to be a certain type of a woman, a certain type of a mother, a certain type of body, finance, everything. And then the life that I actually live is one of like just skating by and mediocrity. Like I was done, I was enough with it. So I prayed about it. Sought God, because that's where my source is. That's where I get my strength. I'm a born again Christian, so my relationship with Christ is paramount. I don't do anything without the leading of the Holy Spirit. So I prayed, and that's when Herbalife came into my heart once again. And this time I don't know how, but this time I found myself being serious about it, And what makes me settle, particularly with Herbalife, is I came to lose belly fat and I found a family. Already I'm a person who I've struggled with like rejection issues and lacking a sense of belonging because my parents are separated. So I don't have a place where I'm like, okay, this is home, because I've always been moving and moving and moving. And then I get to Herbalife and I find people who, it's as if they were waiting for me to arrive. I don't know how. I found a family. I found people who love me genuinely, which I really, really appreciate. Sorry about that. Yeah, which I really, really appreciate. Income story, I'm still building. 5 months in the business, sales are quite slow, but I know that I'm in the right place at the right time. And with consistency, I know definitely that I will get there. Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Tukufato. Incredible story. Next up, we have this young lady, Prudence Siloa. Very shy in person. She reminds me a lot of myself. But when she's in her niche, she ensures that everyone around her is either smiling or laughing. Please, can you show her results and can you share your story, Tukufato? Sorry, Prudence.
Hello, everyone. My name is Prudence Loa. I'm from Limpopo in Bulobedu, but currently staying in Tembisa. So my Herbalife story started last year in May, around May. I was looking for something that could help me lose baby fat. So one day I was scrolling on Marketplace. That's where I found my sponsor. I saw her amazing results and I was like, wow, this can be Photoshop. I don't know how Photoshop works, but this can be Photoshop. And I inboxed her and asked her what she was using. She told me about the products, and then I immediately became a discounted member. So, but before I could even receive my package, she invited me to a BBS, which was in Pretoria. I attended the BBS, and wow, those people, like, the room was on fire. Everyone was like, wow, I can't explain what I was feeling at that moment. So I decided this is where I want to be. I want to join this team. So when I went home, I told my boyfriend that, like, the meeting was on fire and I want to be part of that family. I want to be part of the Herbalife family. So I used the product. They told me to use the shake as my breakfast. I used the shake 2 times a day. Within 7 days of using the product, I got amazing results, which I couldn't believe myself. Like, I've been trying to lose weight, but with just 7 days, I've got this amazing result. And I was so excited. I shared my results with my friends and everyone I knew. So in my first month of joining the business, I made myself an amazing income, my amazing profit, and I was still a student by that time. So I didn't take the business seriously at that time because I was a student and we have NSFAS. I was like, I saw everyone was excited, but I didn't take it serious. So I missed my senior consultant. My sponsor told me you should close your senior consultant. I was on 300 and something volume points, but because I didn't understand what I was doing, I was just excited for getting results. So I wasn't interested that much to become a serious business builder. So this year, January, I completed my diploma last year. This year, January, I was looking for a job, and then I was invited to an interview in Kempton Park. So in that interview, I went there. They told us we were supposed to sell fibers and Wi-Fi. I was like, no, I'm shy. I can't be going outside telling people about Wi-Fi and fiber. I can't do that. I have Herbalife. I can do that at home without pressure. So I'm not going to do that. So that day I decided I'm going to do Herbalife full time. And yeah, here I am. And what I'm having for breakfast is my smooth chocolate shake blended with ice and PDM. Thank you, Tepi, for trusting me with sharing my story.
Thank you so much, Prudence. Yeah, when she came back with so much fire, moved straight from 25% shoot to supervisor. So I'm very proud of you, Prudence. Lorette, can you please show my slide with the Herbalife rewards?
Sure. Coming up.
So Herbalife is forever rewarding us, guys. And this year alone, I managed to bag the bag, the branded luggage bag, which was a promotion. We also had a team promotion where you could get a scanner. I bagged that too, and I qualified for the LDW. And